Hey there, I am done painting the chassis. It's crazy how bad the overspray is when you paint one of these things. Isn't that wild? It's just in the air. Hey guys, we are back to reassembling this thing here. Putting the coilovers on. I know some of you guys probably have experience here with this, but it's always a blast lining up these misalignment spacers here on the coilovers and then get the bolt through. Next on the list are the headers. These things look rough. We're gonna do some wire wheeling, some sanding, some cleaning, and we're gonna paint them up. I'll tell you what, it is hard to beat a freshly painted set of headers bolted back on the engine of a freshly painted chassis. It just looks beautiful. So these things look awful now, but we'll take care of that. Set up a little station out here to keep some of the rust dust off of the new paint job in there. Anyway, I thought I'd show a little before and after. So this is before sanding and wire wheeling. This is after. If I knew they'd stay like that, I'd just throw them on, but they're just too exposed. The rust will start very soon. This one's next. It's missing a couple primaries, obviously. I don't have a V4, in case you're curious. It's the tool I'm using, and then I got some 120 grit hiding underneath here. I don't know the last time these things have had any attention. 1992, maybe. It's a ceramic coated with Northern Alabama clay. All right, we've got everything cleaned up over here, ready for paint. I've used some different brands. This is what I'm using at the moment. I think it was like 16 bucks or something. Based on my experience, this does not last forever, but it should buy you about 2 years worth of decent looking headers. Engine cage is up next here. I still have to cut off all these tabs and then smooth it out. Sand it, clean it, paint it. I'm gonna go gloss black with the engine cage. Oh gosh, I can't believe the Buggy used to be that color. I just can't do it, guys. I'll use a yellow angle grinder, but I just can't get down with like yellow vehicles. And I definitely don't want to offend anybody, but I cannot do yellow, guys. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I can get down with a little bit of gold, like a goldish yellow. If any of you guys know the original Nemesis Buggy, the old Jimmy Smith Buggy, the chassis actually looked like that one. Similar, it's definitely the same era. And that was kind of a goldish yellow. And that's pretty cool. But just full on banana boat, I can't. Jeepers and ducks, and it's a lifestyle. All right, a few things I've accomplished here. We have the headers on both sides, and by the way, this blue color, and I'm looking at the screen here, and it's showing it to be more of like a sky blue, but it's definitely like royal blue. In person, it looks different than that. All right, anyway, but yeah, we got the headers on. This is a big pain in the butt because these headers come apart in like 4 pieces because they kind of have tube all intertwined in the headers, and it's a pain. And I knew when I took them apart it was going to be much worse going back together. Actually, passenger side worked with me pretty well. Driver side is a bit of a hassle, but it's back. And sure enough, the black headers on the new paint, the combo just is looking pretty good. We'll come over here. All right, we've got the engine cage on. But I've been doing a ton of cleaning. Like these hoses, I just figured they were like black because they were so dirty. And when I went to start cleaning them up, it's like, oh yeah, they're obviously blue. It doesn't matter, blue or black, I still was gonna clean them up, but they were so dirty. And the valve covers, they have like, I don't know if those were hand painted, but you couldn't see it underneath some of the dust and oil all over them. Obviously all the coilovers are bolted back in there. All the bump stops are in. I'm doing stuff where basically I'll run like a Scotch-Brite pad on the body of the bump stop to kind of clean them up before they go in. Just stuff that's easier to do when they're out of the chassis. Obviously I still have to bolt them tight, but yeah, just running like a Scotch-Brite pad on the body before I put them in, it just kind of makes the difference. It'll make the overall appearance just kind of seem that much nicer. Clean the reservoir up, just all that little stuff. And then after you Scotch-Brite it, you know, wipe it down, obviously. We have the battery back in here. I went ahead and painted the top part. Some of the big next steps are sanding and cleaning the links in the axles. All those will get fresh paint as well. All right, I slept 3 hours. Let's drive 14 hours to Colorado. Hey, Maddie. I figured the Rocky Mountains would be a little rockier than this. Where are you going, dude? Alright, we made it to Colorado. I would say the mountains are humbling. I'm not sure more than 35 people live in the state of Kansas.
I just want the big rock ever.
The biggest rock ever? Need more water, buddy? There you go. Alright, we're going on a troll hunt.
Oh, yeah.
You think we're gonna see one, Maddie?
Yeah.
We just gotta keep looking. Alright, you lead the way.
I'll be right there.
Did you find it?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh my gosh, it's so big, Maddie.
It is so big. I found the troll. I found it. I found it, Mom. Baseball. Yeah. Look at the baseball game.
Yep. Quick little clip of where we're at. It's just super beautiful. It's the type of stuff you'd see in pictures of mountains, and now we're here in person, so it's pretty cool. It's always real goofy looking when you have a fresh painted chassis and the tires are still really dirty. So yeah, those need washed and tire shined up. I forget if I showed it, but those are new lock rings for the wheels, since these are shaped like squares. So I'll get those replaced. That'll look good. Okay, so I'm getting the new lock rings. Just kidding. Those are not the ones I'm using. Those are my KMC lock rings, and I think they're 28 bolt as opposed to 32. They will not work anyway. Right here, brand new. And I think I'm going to color match these for the chassis. You can't go wrong with all black, but in the past, I've kind of dug like an orange chassis with orange lock rings, green with green, blue on blue. But on these really simple circular designs with nothing else to them, I always kind of appreciated the color match. You can see these things are, the old ones are terrible. I don't even know how that much paint has already flaked off. That is crazy. The wheels themselves are dirty, but they are actually very nice. I can just tell I don't think they're super old because there's like no surface rust starting on these wheels. But yeah, they've had an easy life. And if you'll follow me to my Honda Ridgeline, inside the bed of the truck is, anyway, truck liner. Also got some more shop towels, but we're gonna do this on a lot of the panels. I think I used this brand on my red buggy, but I believe, either way I rolled it on. It's rolled on truck liner. It was either Herculiner or Duplicolor. I feel like it was Duplicolor. It just adheres to the metal very well, whereas spray paint, if you put the weight of your shoes on normal spray paint and your feet are sliding around on the trail, it will rub the spray paint off quite easily. So this stuff is much more durable. Also, for what it's worth, all the panels were like painted blue, and it was just kind of flaking off. I don't want the panels blue on blue, that's for sure. We'll get these cleaned up and make them black. The bed liner is rolled on. Hey guys. Curtis. We got Curtis here, we got a buggy here. Curtis saw the buggy for the first time with some paint on it, and he has now decided he's selling everything he owns because he's gonna buy it from me. Which is it's a crazy turn of events, but I get it. You know, you see a bouncer you like, you gotta have it. So congratulations, Curtis, on the new buggy. He hasn't gave me anything yet, but he says it's his. So what do you think? Oh, Curtis. Oh, Curtis. Well, yeah, anyway, it's going back together. I got some panels in here. There we go. But he's been waiting. He's just been watching me slave for hours, waiting for me to get the seat finally bolted in there. He cannot wait any longer. He's like, I gotta see how it feels. Nice orange bev you got there. That is very refreshing looking.
Got thrown halfway down a mountainside.
Yeah, the wife launched it down the hillside and he caught it. It was a good play. Good play out there.
Better than what the Chiefs did.
Mahomes did okay, but there was some.
Sorry, I wasn't telling him.
There were some missed.
I wasn't the receiver.
Yeah, there were some missed catches there. Mahomes can't be happy about that. All right, I'm gonna keep wrenching here. Bye. And of course, the rings are painted as well. I got all the steering and axles and links cleaned up yesterday and painted those as well. And then I'm gonna clean up the Heims the best I can. Obviously, it's got some yellow overspray on it. I've got one of the rings replaced, and this thing is beat up. Check it out. Once again, this stupid camera, I don't understand why it's not showing its actual color. But anyway, that looks awesome. I like it.